Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a college advice video. For those of you who are new here, my name is Chastity, and I am currently more than halfway through my freshman year of college. And so that is why I feel qualified to do this. Okay, to start off, I wrote down a bunch of things that I think are good to talk about. Things I should have known before college or whatever, or starting college. So before you register for classes, some things I wrote down is don't wait to take placement exams, especially your math placement exam and your English placement exam, because everybody needs Comp 150. So yeah, and I unfortunately had to take, I qualified to be in Comp 150, but I took the placement exam way too late, and then I ended up taking Comp 130 and Comp 150 because I was already registered for it and Comp 150 was full and I needed more than 12 credits to keep my financial aid. So yeah. Also getting paperwork in. So if you're doing insurance with the school, getting like the paperwork in for that and registering it for ahead of time so that you don't have to end up doing it later on and like being all stressed out because you have so much to do. Doing stuff like the classes that you have to take, like the alcohol EDU and like the stuff about like assault on campus and stuff like that. Registering for orientation, choose the earliest date that you can so that you can get the first dibs on classes because classes tend to fill up. Because all those classes mostly are for freshmen that you're taking. Participating in group activities for orientation, it helps you make friends if possible. I know that icebreakers and stuff like that are everyone kind of finds them dumb, and I didn't do them because I was kind of shy and I was kind of freaked out for like my whole college experience because I wasn't ready to be an adult, but it turned out good. Listen to your orientation leaders and those who are giving info on the school and everything. It will be very helpful in the end. And then after registering for classes, make a list of what you need for the dorms. And I'm going to pull up a list of stuff that you need for the dorms so that I can aid you in that way. So of course you need your basic like necessities like your toothbrush and all that stuff. I think you already know. But like I would suggest getting stuff like having a microwave and a mini fridge are very good, especially if you have a low meal plan. I have 10 meals a week. Luckily I was getting by and I had food in the dorms, and I had free meals with every 4-hour shift I did. So I was getting free meals for that. So I suggest you having a mini fridge and a microwave. Can't have toasters and stuff like that because it's a fire hazard. Having stuff like bowls, plates, cups, mugs. I really suggest having a water bottle. That's something you're really gonna need. A lot of people get like water filters and stuff. I think that was I really should have gotten that because it would have been really helpful. You don't need for the dorms. I don't think you really need like your own like vacuum and stuff like that. They have them at the front desk, but I don't know. That depends. I suggest getting like Clorox wipes and stuff, and then having like your TV and stuff like that. If you are the type of person who is going to use your TV, if you have a computer and you like watch Netflix and Hulu on your computer, most likely you're not going to use your TV. I have not really used my TV that much but it's because I try to set it up and it's giving me I'm having a difficult time. Having like multiple bed sheets to like switch out and like stuff like that. Having a shower caddy. Shower shoes are really like, it doesn't matter if they clean the bathrooms daily, especially for community showers. You never know what's in those showers. Having a robe is a big thing, because if there's a fire drill, they're gonna expect you to leave right away. So it's easy if you just have a robe and you can just put it on and go outside and then go back and get your stuff later on once the fire drill's over. I should have done that. I didn't, but luckily, never was really in the shower when I was out and dressed and everything before the fire alarm went off. Yeah. I don't really think that anyone really needs like a big mirror or anything, unless you're the type of person who likes to get I thought I was gonna need a bigger mirror, but I really didn't. The smaller mirrors are fine. Having an extra trash can would really help, because trash cans get really filled really quickly. Yeah, just like your basic everything, like keeping your information, having like a first aid kit and stuff like that. Yeah, just like all that stuff. Can opener, big thing. Napkins. Yeah, just like all that stuff. And like if you're a coffee person, coffee mug or coffee machine, yeah. Also, plan for student employment. If you need or want a job, I would suggest trying on campus first, because they have lots of jobs, and people tend to not take advantage of it. It's most convenient because it's right there, especially in the dorms. Your first year, especially if you work in one of the dining halls, or like you work at like, I don't know where else you would work, but for us it's like the LSC where you're cleaning and stuff like that. Also, having things for your dorm, like pictures, like I have like up here, I have like my letter from high school, my awards, and my pictures, cheer pictures, stuff to do with cheer, and then homecoming picture with my friends, and then picture with my mom. So like just stuff that's gonna make you feel at home. Don't high loft your bed, because unless you're someone who would really prefer that and you need a lot of storage, high lofting the bed is just like, it like goes like, and you're gonna hit your head on the ceiling. Medium loft is good, and you have like one chance to like have them redo it or whatever to reloft your bed, and then after that they start charging you for it. Make friends with your floor. You're living with them for a year, so like make friends with your floor and your roommate. Like you're gonna be living with them for a year. That's a big thing. I'm closer with certain floor mates than I was others. I don't know, cause I don't know. There's just certain ones that I talk to more, but like I wish I would have gotten to know more of them. Using your support systems, your resources. If you have a problem with like paying a bill, or like you have a lot still in your student account, go to your financial aid and like talk to financial aid. They will help you. Unfortunately, this semester they didn't really help me as much as they could have, so I had to pay $1,800. It was ridiculous. I'm down to $400 that I have to pay the school now before registration, because then it puts it off. Go to your classes. Like that's a big thing. Like people don't understand how like much going to classes really helps in your knowledge of what you're learning. I did pretty well this semester. I've done way better than I did last semester. Like, I'm gonna be really honest. And I know the material way better because of it. If you're struggling in class, go to office hours, or if like you're emailing your teachers and stuff and they're not getting back to you, go to their office hours. That's what they're there for. I don't know what this one was for. Setting boundaries, like with your roommates, like so that you guys don't like get in tons of conflicts. So like if something bothers you, tell the person, Communication is key. Having pepper spray for those of my girls on campus, even guys, like, have it too. Like, you never know when someone's gonna be creepy and follow you to class, or like make you feel uncomfortable. It's always good to have on campus, especially. It's good to have in general. I have it, and I've had experiences with someone following me to class, so it just makes you feel a lot more confident. Don't lose your keys, like your mailbox key or your key to your dorm, or like your key card or your ID, because that all costs money to replace. Hundreds of dollars to replace, to be honest. With you, hundreds of dollars to replace. I currently lost my mailbox key, and I'm gonna have to pay $110 because I haven't found it. And I didn't even take it out of my room, to be honest with you. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. $110 is not cheap, friends. For your books, getting your textbooks and stuff, wait until after the first week of classes. Because some professors will be like, guys, you don't really need this textbook. I know it says it on the syllabus that you need it, but you don't. And a lot of the time, our bookstores will give you until the first week to return it. I would just not even go. I would just go ahead and not even worry about it. And they'll give you time if you let's say that you need a textbook and you don't have it. They'll give you time to get your textbooks. Don't worry. Okay, one thing I really should have done, I was afraid to do because my back hurts all the time, and my computer's really heavy. Taking computer to classes that allow technology. Taking notes on your computer because it's faster to type than it is to write. And then taking notes in color for classes that don't allow technology. I don't know what it is about colors. It's just like your brain, like it helps your brain process the information, especially when you're studying. When you go back and you study it. Being organized, like having certain classes together. So like, let's say you have all your math stuff together. That's gonna help you go and like when you're going to study for an exam, you have it all there instead of like having to dig through everything to like find it. Being confident, knowing that everyone is different, especially in college. So don't let people stop you on campus, like especially if it's like religious people, and don't let them make you feel bad by saying, oh, you don't really believe this because you don't do this a certain way. You don't do this the same way as I do, so you don't believe this. And don't let them say that to you. Like, if they, just ignore them if they do. Just don't, in general, just don't let them stop you on campus. It's just, no. Getting stuff you need in advance is a big thing. So, like, let's say that you're about to run out of toothpaste. Go get that toothpaste. Because you never know, like, waiting just causes stress or whatever, especially for me, like, for stuff that you really need, like food and stuff. Keeping your room clean is a big thing, like, it helps you feel so much better, because you're sitting, like you're sitting there and you're all organized, not just like your stuff regarding your school stuff is organized, but like your room, like where you live is organized. Just makes things a lot better. Staying in contact with your support systems, contacting your mom and dad and your family every now and then. I contact my mom a lot last semester. This semester, not so much because my mom is kind of different. She has her own thing that she's doing, and so she doesn't talk to me as often as she used to. So I've had to get used to that. So I talk to my best friend is kind of the person, she's more like she's my sister, basically, my big sister. I've known her for the same amount of time as I've been alive, so yeah, so she's basically become like my mom, my new mom, almost. She's here to support me, and she talks to me, and she makes sure that I'm okay, and she gets upset like a mother would, like when someone's hurting me, she gets like upset. So that's good to have, and I have like other siblings that I talk to too, since they're closer than my mom is. My mom's out of state, and they're in another city. Since I'm attending Fort Collins in Colorado, or CSU in Colorado, stupid me, and I'm in Fort Collins. They're in Aurora, so like they're closer to me than my mom is. And my sister, the the one I was talking about that kind of mothers me a little bit, which I love, she also attends CSU, so it's good. Using a planner, so writing down stuff that's due, and then just checking off. It helps you get stuff done, and it helps your memory. When you write stuff down, it helps you like memorize stuff better. I remember, like, I noticed that it helps me remember stuff better. Even though my memory's kind of like, I have a really good memory actually, but like writing stuff down helps me a lot better. Getting involved. You don't need to do Greek life to get involved. You can do stuff like, I might do this next semester, I'm not entirely sure. The pre-law club, because I'm on the pre-law track, so I'm doing that, like, helps me learn, like, with connections and stuff like that. You don't necessarily need to do Greek life because it's expensive. I didn't do it because I'm already having trouble paying for colleges and so my best friend, she's in Greek life, I hang out with her, and I vicariously live through her. It's my sister. I keep saying my best friend. Vicariously live through my big sister, who's in Greek life. Don't go to parties with people you don't trust. Build trust with others before doing anything with them, basically. Like, know you're capable of getting yourself home safe if you are going to parties and stuff like that. Rely on yourself more than others. Download Lyft or like, if your school has like a designated like ride home or whatever, like, because CSU has like what they call Ram Ride, and it's a free ride home, and they're available from like Friday to Sunday, I think. And yeah, and it's no judgment at all. They don't pass along judgment. For people with working animals, getting in your paperwork and stuff and making sure that like your disability center is like communicating with like the dorms and stuff like that, and making sure they know that you're bringing in a working animal or like ESA or like just like a pet that's supposed to physically help you and stuff like that. Staying on top of classwork is a big thing. Like, a lot of people have a hard time, and because they tend to like, oh, college is all for partying, and they tend to forget that they're there to get an education too. So staying on top of your classwork, getting enough sleep, eating properly, staying at home when you're sick. I almost went to a football game. I was like, no, I can't miss this game. I can't miss, because football is like my favorite thing ever, and it was the homecoming football game. And I was like, oh, I can't miss it. Like, even though I was freaking sick. I was sick like no other. I had the flu. Didn't know it because I was turning white as a ghost and everything. It was like before I started getting like a fever and everything, but I was like flushed and everything. And so, and like at the games, you stand on the bleachers to watch your football game. Not gonna end well. I was gonna end up falling because I was getting dizzy and stuff like that. So my sister told me to go home. She said there's always other football games and all that stuff. Like, I was almost so insistent on staying, but I finally went home, and sure enough, I was sick the rest of for a few days. And like getting enough sleep and all that stuff and eating properly, it really helps with your mental game, and it helps with your classes and going to classes and like staying on top of your classwork. Don't do like clubs that will waste your time. Like, I did a club that I really like. It was the President's Leadership Program, and like I it was a minor, like, it was a second minor. I was double minoring. I had like political science concentration and United in U.S. government law and policy, and then double minor legal studies and leadership, and that was like took up so much of my time. I liked it in the beginning. Towards the end, I was like, no, I can't do this. It's too much of my time being taken up, and like my views they were trying to change our views and stuff, and hoping that wouldn't happen because my sister did the same thing. She took the same class. She lasted the whole year though, but then they started to really change their values to try to do it, and I was like, nope. I started to notice it though, but I dropped it, and I was like, because I was taking up too much time in my major and everything, and I couldn't do it. Time is precious as a college student. Remember that. So much you could be doing with your time. Relationships, getting help for conflicts. Like, let's say you're having conflict with your roommate. Talk to someone. Talk to your RA. If you can't talk to your RA, talk to your RD. If you can't talk to your RD, talk to someone who's good with conflicts. Don't let that stuff fester. It does not end well. Trust me, I learned it this semester, not with my roommate, with other friends that had roommates that were like that. Planning time to get to class is a big thing because you don't want to be late and everything. Writing stuff down you need to bring to class because if you forget it, you don't want to be running around campus trying to get it. Like, it's just not worth it. Using resources, you are paying for all of it. You're paying for buses, you're paying for transportation, so you're paying for the buses, you're paying for the gym, you're paying for the library and all this stuff that they have. You're paying for printing. Use it. Advocate for yourself and don't let anyone ruin the college experience for you. The biggest thing I had to learn this semester is ask for help. If you need help with your writing, go to the writing center. You need help with the assignments, talk to your professor, talk to your TAs, talk to people that are in your class. Don't wait till it's too late. All of this is a big college is the real deal. High school, not as difficult as college. Once you get, because you are there and you are in charge of your time and how you spend your time. So it gets kind of risky because some of us didn't learn how to manage our time and like when we were younger. So like it can either screw us or it can actually benefit us, like learning to like manage our time. But like that's the biggest thing. Manage your time, advocate for yourself. Like just advocate for yourself. Really advocate for yourself because this is your time to shine. College is where you find yourself. College is a big experience. Not many people get to experience it because of money problems and all that stuff. So cherish the experience. Live life to the fullest. Get involved. Do your schoolwork. And be the best dang person you can be while also having fun. Don't take life too seriously, but also at the same time, take what you're doing in college seriously, especially regarding your education. Anyways, I think I did pretty good in covering a lot of things that are big things for college that a lot of people are afraid of. But yeah, if you have any questions or concerns or things I didn't cover beyond this point, leave comments down below. You can even ask me questions about anything else. It doesn't necessarily have to do about college, and I'll answer those questions for you. That's what I'm here for. I will continue doing videos like this. If I think of anything else, I might do a part 2. But I think I covered most everything I needed to cover. But yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.